Hey YouTube, should be here with a review of the Power Rangers Megaforce, or Power Rangers 20th, or Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Armored Mighty Morphin Red Ranger. So you got Jason and Rocky down here. Attach armor, yay, the Power Rangers 20th anniversary logo right there. Up on top you got the Megaforce logo and the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers logo. Megaforce logo with the Red Ranger there. Card scanner app, whoop whoop cards. Back here you have the Red Ranger and all the pieces that it comes with, as well as the Tokyo vinyl. So you also have the story of MMPR, what little there was there. And then the usual advertisements on the side. Same size and same style as the Armored Ultra Megaforce Rangers that we took a look at earlier. So nothing really new or crazy other than the 20th anniversary and the Mighty Morphin logos being on the package. And so here is the Red Ranger we all know and maybe love, maybe hate, depending on how bitter you are. The Mighty Morphin Red Ranger. As with all of the Megaforce toys, you do get a power card with it. Here is P72, Red Mighty Morphin Ranger. This is the same one that came with the Tyranno Ranger vinyl from the Legend Sentai series back when Gokaiger was airing in Japan. So it's cool that we get that over here. Typical back. So let's go say Morpher it up. Braviary. I told you Braviary was going to be in there. Wasn't lying.
Mighty Morphin Red.
What a surprise. But still a really cool card nonetheless. Alright, so articulation-wise is pretty much what we're used to. It is the same exact mold, just obviously with a little bit of the leg and arm differences, thanks to the cuffs being different and stuff. You got this movement up here. You do get some rotation right there, barring the belt stretching a bit. Head is on a rotation. There is a tiny bit of vertical movement, but not enough to even classify it as actually having vertical movement. Swiveling right down there at the thigh. You do have a swivel at the boot, single joint at the knee, and then a swivel at the ankle. Same up here, bicep swivel, single joint, and then the kind of Figuart style wrist joint that they got going on. These hands do pop right off, and I want to say pop right back on, except it's harder to get them on than it is off, because they do come with 2 additional hands. There we go. You do get 2 kind of open hands. As you can tell, this is the same hand from the Gosei Morpher holding hand from the Armored figures. It's still got the hole. And it has no accessories that actually use that. I guess the Dragon Dagger can kind of use it. I'm not sure why you would. I guess maybe if that helps making flute poses or something. That looks really awful, but yeah, you can do that. Hooray. It comes with the power sword, because what Red Ranger isn't complete without the power sword? Painted really well, actually. You got the little jewel in the middle. It's like a logo thing. And all the molded in design, so that's actually really well done. I mean, it's not like a Figuart's weapon quality, but it's still really well done. Here's the Dragon Dagger being huge. Not painted as well as the power sword, but still kind of gets the point across, I guess. Could use a little bit of silver. That's really what this is missing. And then the Blade Blaster, just like the 4-inch figures for the Mighty Morphin Redux horribleness, it's huge. It's honestly huge. And they want you to peg it in onto the belt right there, of all places. So if you plug it into the belt right there, it's really long, and it's completely inaccurate. I would have rather have seen an actual holster with a gun that could fit in the holster, just for accuracy's sakes, but it's not that huge of a deal. The Dragon Dagger can slot in right there, as per the instruction manual. So he can have the Blade Blaster and the Dragon Dagger on both sides of his waist. So he's all good to go. Obviously the power sword does not slot anywhere because it's the power sword. Probably going to pose him with the Dragon Dagger, so I'm going to hit that out. Keep the Blade Blaster on there just for consistency's sake. I want to take it off, honestly, but at the same time it would bother me too much with it being off because it's supposed to be there. So pop off the arms, and you have the little tiny gold bands. As you can see, they're molded really weird because they are molded to his muscles. His weird, inaccurate muscles. So as inaccurate and annoying as they are, they actually hold the wristbands in place really well. Granted, they are fairly easy to take off. They don't stay in there superbly, but they're not going to fall off by shaking or anything like that. So it's not that difficult to put them on. It's really easy to pop the arm on and off, so that's not really that big of a deal at all. Alright, so now that he has his bands on, the next part is the Dragon Shield itself. Basically what you need to do is take the back piece, slide it on just like that, so these will be right around his nipple area, and then peg this in. Basically these little plates right here, I'll fix that arm pad in a second, go in a little peg that's right there, so just kind of line those up. It is easier to kind of try to attach this while it's independent of the entire shield section, but when you do that, these actually just don't stay in all that well. They don't like clip in, so that's why I find it a little bit easier to do what I just did and line them up than to try and get them in beforehand. As you can see, the shield section doesn't actually stay in all that well. A lot of people on Twitter were having this problem with their figures, which is a shame because all in all this is an actually really good figure. I just really wish that these would stay in better. Before I filmed this, of course, I actually got it in there very well. I wasn't having any problems with it coming off whatsoever. And now, of course, it's failing me. Just like so. Now, there's a good chance that that will pop off at any time during the remainder of this review. As you can see, I don't even have those actually pegged in like they're supposed to. There's just not enough clearance to actually get it to sit perfect. So that's kind of a letdown, I think. With a little bit of modding, you might be able to get it to fit better, but straight out of the box, it is just really kind of a hassle to deal with. But anyway, still a very great figure overall. Obviously, the armor up here does hinder the articulation, since I don't want to fiddle with it too much and have the shield pop off again. But obviously, you're not going to get full straight vertical arm articulation there. But that shouldn't be too big of a problem. As for holding the weapons, obviously he holds them just fine. I'm not really sure how I want to do this. I can't actually remember the accurate way to hold the Dragon Dagger. Sideways, apparently, because those buttons are always so big on these toy weapons that the figures can never hold them any other way. Can you? You kind of can. There you go. You can hold the Dragon Dagger like that, and the Power Sword we can just kind of slide in his hand because it doesn't have any weird extrusions on it. So if you want to bring his arm up a little, tilt his head, he's got the Dragon Dagger. Very simple pose, but I like it. So, overall, an incredibly cool figure. If you're a fan of MMPR or G-Ranger, then obviously this is a fairly nice pickup. Granted, it's not going to be as good as the Figuarts Tyranno Ranger, Dragon Ranger that we're getting this summer. But it's a nice standalone figure. It goes great with the previous Red Ranger releases that they had back during like Overdrive and stuff. As well as the Armored Ultra Mode figures from Megaforce, so if you wanted to pose those together, that works too. On the plus side, you also get a power card of the Red Mighty Morphin Ranger as well. So for your power card collectors, this is another toy that you're going to have to pick up. So overall, really cool. I kind of like it better than the Armored Ultra Rangers because I just like the G-Ranger MMPR design a little bit more than the Ultra Mode Megaforce Rangers. I like the normal Megaforce Rangers, but the Ultra Mode just really weird to me. I don't like the armor that they got. But a very cool, very nostalgic release, and overall it's a pretty good figure, I think. So you can check out ShukenShinobi.com for latest updates on my reviews and hauls, and of course check out Riders, Rangers, and Rebels, the podcast for your latest token news in the craziest way possible. So take care and have a great one. Bye.